So as we dive into COPD and what's behind it, we first need to understand that COPD is a broad diagnostic term that actually encompasses several other disease processes. So within COPD, we have chronic bronchitis, emphysema, and chronic asthma. Now, quick note on chronic asthma. That one's a little more debatable whether that's actually COPD or whether it's its own asthma. And for the scope of today's video, we're not going to spend so much time on asthma. We're going to spend more time on emphysema and chronic bronchitis. So those are the two main agreed upon disease processes of COPD. Okay, so chronic bronchitis and emphysema, we talked about a little bit in our anatomy and physiology. That we have our bronchioles that have mucus glands, and we also have our alveoli, which have elastin and other structural integrity design features, right? So within chronic bronchitis, the main issue we see in chronic bronchitis, we're going to dive into these in more detail. But for now, just quick understanding of what is really behind these disease processes, and then we're going to dive a lot deeper into it in just a moment. But chronic bronchitis, the main issue here is going to be excessive mucus production. So I'm just going to write excess mucus. Okay, so those mucus glands are going to produce way too much mucus. It's kind of what's behind these. We're going to dive into these deeper. Emphysema is going to be a structural issue. Okay, so we're going to have an actual breakdown of our alveolar structure. Okay. All right, so we got chronic bronchitis, excess mucus, emphysema is a structure problem. Chronic asthma, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that today. Okay, so those are kind of the two main disease processes behind COPD.